Welcome back everybody. Venom update. New footage was shown at this year's Comic-Con, but unfortunately from what I can gather, it won't be released online anytime soon unless somebody managed to film it with their mobile phone, which is possible. Since Venom is said to have an R rating, it comes as no surprise that the new footage that was shown was quite brutal and involved the symbiote biting somebody's head off. I likey, make it brutal. So let's have a look at some articles that describe what we can look forward to. The footage began with Eddie meditating while listening to self-help audio, which instructed him that while he couldn't change what happened in the past, he can be in total control in the present. We then see the effects of the symbiote taking him over, some of which we've already seen in the trailers where he complains of feeling sick. We saw more footage of symbiote tentacles shooting out of Eddie's body in his apartment as its voice speaks inside Eddie's head, but our first real good Venom shot was an outdoor scene of the Venom symbiote's head protruding from Eddie's body in order to speak to him. There were shots of Venom swinging through the city, but arguably the biggest new Venom shot was of him battling a large metallic looking and more powerful symbiote, which director Ruben Fleischer confirmed later on was Riot, not Carnage. The scariest, most darkly funny Venom footage showed Venom confronting a bad guy in a convenience store run by Mrs. Chan, a friend of Eddie's. Venom tells the thief he is going to rip his limbs off and let what's left of him blow down the street like a turd in the wind. The scared thief asks, "What are you?" To which the symbiote peels away enough to reveal half of Eddie's face. Eddie and the symbiote, having now apparently come to terms with living with each other, tells the doomed thief, "We are Venom." The symbiote's jaws then expand as Venom lunges into the camera to bite into the thief. I'm guessing that's the scene where he bites his head off. Overall, while the new footage of Venom himself in action may have been brief, it nevertheless showcased the brutally vicious and darkly sardonic nature of the Lethal Protector. Now moving on to Riz Ahmed's Riot. Riot made its first appearance in the comic series Venom Lethal Protector, upon which Fleischer's movie is mostly based, as one of 5 symbiotes who are effectively the children of Venom, created using extracts from the original symbiote. Footage shown during Sony's Comic-Con panel included a scene in which Venom battles another symbiote, and afterwards Fleischer clarified that it was Riot. The movie will likely also feature some, if not all, of Riot's sibling symbiotes: Scream, Phage, Agony, and Lasher. Venom is an origin story for the Lethal symbiote and stars Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, a journalist who becomes Venom's host while investigating the sinister Life Foundation. Ahmed's character is a scientist who works for the Life Foundation and experiments on the symbiote after it crash lands on Earth. Other footage in the Comic-Con sizzle reel showed Drake conducting tests with symbiotes on other subjects, but it seems he will either fall foul of his own experiments or voluntarily become Riot's host. Fleischer indicated that we'll also see Riot take control of other characters, saying he has a unique trait: you don't know where Riot is going to turn up. The villain that everyone is expecting to show up in the movie, Carnage, was not confirmed during the panel, though Fleischer did tease that there may be other villains in Venom, but we don't want to give it away. A report last month claimed that Carnage will in fact be one of those villains, and there is speculation that Woody Harrelson will be playing Cletus Cassidy, Carnage's host. Harrelson has said that he doesn't have much screen time in Venom, but there are plans for him to have a bigger role in the sequel. Venom occupies a rather odd position in the landscape of superhero movies. Sony and Marvel Studios reached a deal that allowed Spider-Man to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but Venom is not a part of that universe and therefore won't feature Tom Holland's Spider-Man. The footage shown during the panel also confirmed that Hardy's Venom won't have the classic white spider symbol on his chest. However, when asked if Spider-Man and Venom would ever meet and fight, Tom Hardy joked, "Go toe-to-toe with Tom Holland? I'll have a go." Afterwards, on the red carpet, Cinema Blend reports that Fleischer said, "I mean, any true fan of Venom would love to see him go against Spider-Man, so I have to think that's gonna happen at some point." Awesome. As I've stated before, I'm sure the studios will come to an agreement eventually. It's just all about dividing percentages of the revenue that's in question. Venom is basically an origin story. Woody Harrelson as Carnage is a no-brainer. He'll probably have a small cameo setting him up for the sequel sequel, and maybe that's the catalyst to bring in Spider-Man. Maybe Venom simply can't deal with Carnage alone and Spidey has to come in to help. Although, what do they do with the rating? Does Tom Holland's Spidey visit the Venom R-rated universe, or does Venom become PG and visit Spidey's? Anyways, there you have it, peoples. How's the movie sounding? Leave your thoughts down below. As always, thanks for dropping by and for your continued support. Don't forget to like, share, sub and all of that good stuff. And until next time, see yas!